PBS Kids opens worlds of possibilities for all children, thanks to PBS stations and viewers like you.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. Reading
Watching a polar bear turn water play into water ballet is really fun. Polar bears are white because back home in the ice and snow, they need to hide from the animals they're hunting. Hi, today we're at the first zoo ever built in America, the Philadelphia Zoo. And for me, a zoo is kind of like an animal fashion show. Each animal dresses differently, and how an animal looks can say a lot about where and how it lives. Take these giraffes, for instance. They grow to be 18 feet tall, tall enough to see danger at a distance. They can also eat the food that other animals can't reach. Whether it's a shape, a color, a lump, or a bump, every animal has its own special look.
Not everyone can wear antlers and look as good as you do. Spots are not hot this season, but they sure look good on you. Feathers don't tickle everyone's fancy, but you wear them so well. And you have to be somebody special to look so good in a shell. You're a fashionable animal, creature of style. You're a fashionable animal. You're totally wild. Whoa. Your neck might be as tall as a tree now. Your nose may hang down to your toes. Everybody looks different. That's just the way it goes. Your stripes, your size, or your green skin make you stand out from everyone else. But that's part of what makes you so special. And it's how you feel about yourself that makes you a fashionable animal. You're a creature of style. You're a fashionable animal. You're totally wild.
Looks like somebody lost something here. Hey, guys, excuse me, did one of you guys lose one of these?
No, LeVar.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Those are springbuck out there. They're a kind of antelope, and they have horns, not antlers.
Oh. Linda Jennings is the horn and antler expert here at the zoo. So, Linda, what is the difference between antlers and horns?
Well, LeVar, you know, both of the antlers and the horns are appendages. You know what appendages are. Fingers are appendages, and arms are appendages. Anything that sticks out from your body.
Right.
But you can see one of the biggest differences just looking at them is that the horn is one piece, the antler branches out, just like a tree branches out.
Right.
Okay, that's one of the big differences. Another difference is that the horn stays on the animal all the time, all its life. The antlers come off. At the end of the year, the antlers fall off and they start to grow a new set.
So this is actually attached right into the animal's head.
That's right.
Does that hurt when the antlers fall?
Not really. It's tender when it first comes off, sort of like when you lose your first tooth.
Right.
It's a little sore inside, but it doesn't hurt a lot.
Well,
This
what
is
are
the
antlers
horn.
and horns made of?
Well, they're made of bone, and the bone is living tissue. When antlers are growing, they're covered with a beautiful, beautiful skin and real short, soft fur, and we call it velvet. And you can imagine why.
It feels just like velvet to the
just
touch,
like
huh?
velvet, right.
Linda, what are antlers and horns used for? I mean, nature must have put them there for some reason.
She certainly did. You can see the ends are very, very sharp on both the horn and the antler. So they can use those to defend themselves from their enemies. And they compete for mates during the breeding season.
Oh, really? Now, how big do antlers get, Linda?
Well, some antlers can get to be 6 feet wide, which is wider than I can stretch out my arms.
That is huge.
They're really large. We have a very large set of elk antlers over here if you want to see them.
Sure. Oh, boy, these guys are huge. Heavy, too.
Very heavy.
Can I try these on?
Certainly.
How do I look?
You look terrific.
You know, I wonder what it would be like to wear antlers like these all the time. Well, no one knows better than the girl in this book, Imogene's antlers. Imogene and her parents come up with some very clever ideas to handle some interesting appendages.
Imogene's Antlers by David Small. Read by Imogene Coca. On Thursday, when Imogene woke up, she found she had grown antlers. Getting dressed was difficult, and going through a door now took some thinking. Imogene started down for breakfast. Whoop. But got hung up. Oh, Imogene's mother fainted away. The doctor poked and prodded and scratched his chin. He could find nothing wrong. The school principal glared at Imogene, but had no advice to offer. Her brother Norman consulted the encyclopedia and then announced that Imogene had turned into a rare form of miniature elk.
Absolutely.
Oh! Imogene's mother fainted again and was carried upstairs to bed.
She's getting heavy.
Imogene went into the kitchen. Lucy, the kitchen maid, had her sit by the oven to dry some towels. Lovely antlers, said Lucy. The cook, Mrs. Perkins, gave Imogene a donut, then decked her out with several more and sent her into the garden to feed the birds. You'll be lots of fun to decorate come Christmas, said Mrs. Perkins. Later, Imogene wandered upstairs. Oh. She found the whole family in Mother's bedroom. Donuts, anyone? She asked. Her mother said, Imogene, we have decided there's only one thing to do. We must hide your antlers under a hat. Norman telephoned the milliner.
Hello? Emergency hat service? We need help. Antlers? Yeah, Antlers.
At 3 o'clock, the milliner arrived. Rapidly, he sketched a few designs, then set to work. Voila, said the milliner. Bravo, bravissimo, cried his assistants. Oh! Imogene's mother had to be carried away once more. After dinner, Imogene practiced her piano lesson. Then, yawning, she folded her music, kissed the family, and went to bed. Imogene sighed, remembering the long, eventful day. On Friday, when Imogene woke up, the antlers had disappeared. When she came down to breakfast, the family was overjoyed to see her back to normal. Until she came into the room.
Imogene may have traded her antlers for a more trendy tail like these fellows, but here's a fashion that's never out of style. Stripes. When you look at lots of zebras in a herd, all those stripes start to run together. Predators, like lions, have a hard time trying to pick out one zebra to chase. So those stripes are more than just a flashy outfit. They're protection. You know, dressing up like your favorite animal can be a lot of fun. What would you do if you could dress like your favorite animal?
Well, if I was a pig, I'd probably live at the zoo.
If I had a beak, I'd eat like a bird.
If I had a beaver's tail, I would be a great builder.
If I had antlers, I hang my clothes on them.
If I had eagle wings, I would soar.
If I had cat whiskers, I'd go to work with my dad and help him sniff out crimes because he's a policeman. If I had a shark's fin, all the other fish would be afraid of me.
Did you ever hear the expression, you are what you eat? Well, these flamingos are pink because they eat a lot of shrimp. It's true. You see, shrimp have a special ingredient which turns ordinary flamingo feathers into beautiful pink plumage. And these flamingos aren't the only ones around here who strut their stuff. Philadelphia's mummers are famous for their sensational music, dancing, and costumes. And I hear this year they came up with some pretty fishy fashions. Every New Year's Day, the Quaker City String Band marches up Philadelphia's Broad Street, competing for the honor of being the best band in the parade. They spend the whole year preparing fabulous costumes and headpieces so that on January 1st, they make a spectacular sight. This is so beautiful. You know, I don't think I've seen anything quite like this before. It's so intricate. I'm here with Bob Shannon, who's the captain of the Quaker City String Band. Hiya, Bob.
Hi, LeVar. How are you?
Bob, there seems to be some sort of theme running through all of these terrific costumes here. What is the theme?
Every year we have to do something different. This year we looked at the undersea world, and our theme was Showtime in the key of C, S-E-A.
Ah, so all of these costumes are characters from under the sea.
Right. And we looked at the shrimp, the lobsters, the sea hag, and also the sardine.
Do you have any examples of these guys? Oh, well, here's a headdress here.
Sardine hat.
Ah, now what are some of the materials that you use in the making of these?
It's made of satins, an awful lot of sequins.
A lot of sequins, yeah.
We also have an awful lot of ostrich boa.
Right. These plumes here. There looks like even some silver threads running through here.
We also have straw hat.
Right.
And we have some mylar.
Yeah, absolutely. How about in the other pieces of the costume?
We have sequins, some brocades,
right?
A lot of chiffon.
And more mirrors here.
Right.
And there seem to be a lot of layers. Does that make the costume heavy?
Very, very much.
About how much do they weigh?
About 25 to 35 pounds.
But they must look fantastic when you've got them on.
Would you like to try one on?
Do you have one my size?
I think that one will fit.
This one here?
Right.
Let's see. Well, you really get an idea of how much weight you're carrying around here on your back. There are some other pieces that are in the costume too, right?
Right. There's a gigantic headpiece with ostrich plumes, and that's even heavy.
Really? So you've got all of these different pieces of the costume on, and you're marching down the street, and what else?
We play instruments and dance.
All at the same time?
Right. We have Harry Brown here playing bass fiddle.
Hiya, Harry. Nice to meet you, too. Bob, the bass fiddle is such a huge instrument. How can you possibly march while carrying an instrument this size?
Let's show him.
Oh, boy. This is huge and real heavy. So I guess you just march along and...
For 2.5 miles.
2.5 miles. The band takes its music very seriously. They practice until it's perfect.
6, 7, and 1, 2, 3.
In the parade, the band members look like professional dancers,
5, 6, 7, and
but only after hours of rehearsal.
2, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right?
Dennis, how you doing?
Hi, LeVar. How you doing?
What is it that you guys are doing here?
Practicing our sardine dance.
The sardine dance.
Sardine dance.
Is it something I can learn?
It's real easy. Give it a shot. You hop on your left.
Hop on the left.
Down on the right.
Down on the right.
3 quick steps. Left, right, left.
Left, right, left.
Hop on the right. Down,
down,
right, left, right, and hop, step, left, right, left, hop, step, right, left, right. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, well, that looks easy enough. It should look great in the parade, huh?
But there's just one small thing we forgot to add.
What's that?
Can we have those props, please?
Oh, no, flippers!
On the top, a 5, 6, a 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2, 2, yeah. 5, 6, 7, and 3, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add the kicks, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7. Step, clap, step, per step.
After all the months of hard work and rehearsal, the band goes out to have the time of their lives on New Year's Day. This is Captain. And Captain's here today with his friend Keith Russell. Keith is an ornithologist, a person who studies birds. Hi, Keith.
Hi, LeVar.
Keith, what kind of bird is Captain?
Well, Captain is a blue and gold macaw, and he comes from Brazil and South America.
Now, macaws are part of the parrot family?
That's correct.
Well, looking at Captain, the first thing we notice is his beautiful color. Can you tell us something about that?
Well, each bird in nature has its own coloration. And this particular bird recognizes other birds of its type by the fact that they're blue and gold.
Now, how about Captain's feathers? I notice he has long feathers on his tail and different sized feathers on his wings and even shorter feathers on his chest. Are there purposes for those as well?
Well, the outer feathers on a bird are called contour feathers, and they protect the bird's body. They protect it from the cold, the sun, and from other foreign matter. And the contour feathers are very strong, because when a bird flies and flaps its wings, they would break if they weren't strong. And underneath the contour feathers are the down feathers. And down feathers are very, very fluffy and soft, and they really insulate the bird's body from the cold.
He's beautiful, Keith. Thanks a lot. This is Oliver, a great horned owl, and he's here with his friend Ann Holman, whose specialty here at the zoo is birds of prey. Hi, Ann.
Hi.
Ann, Keith and I were talking earlier about owls and how they can fly without making hardly any noise at all. How is that possible?
Well, they have very special feathers that are tattered so that when they flap their wings, they don't make any noise.
Now, tattered, what does that mean exactly?
Well, it's the difference between a daytime feather that has a very hard edge on it and a great horned owl's feather that's soft, so the air goes through it, therefore no sound.
Now, looking at Oliver, I mean, he's a very beautiful bird, but he doesn't have nearly the coloring, the bright plumage that a bird like, say, Captain has. Why is that?
Well, Oliver does his hunting at night. He's a nocturnal animal, so he sleeps during the daytime, and therefore he's going to blend in with the trees, so no other birds can see him that might try and harm him.
So Oliver does most of his activity at night, huh? Well, I wonder what Oliver and all the other animals do at night. I could read 8 books at a time, but I do like reading 1 book at a time. And here are a few others I think you'll enjoy too, but you don't have to take my word for it.
Hi, how would you like it if a very special furry friend came to your house? Well, that's what happened in this book when Panda came to our house. The visitor was a Chinese panda. Once upon a time, a little girl found a large friendly panda at her door. The little girl teaches English to the panda, and the panda teaches the little girl how to make fried rice with a wok. Panda was very clever in the kitchen. I'm Michelle Castro, and I think you should read this book because it's fun and interesting. And if you ever take a trip to China, you'll know exactly what to do. Do you ever have adventures on your way to school? I just read a book called The Trek. It's about 2 girls who use their imagination to turn an ordinary day into an exciting day. When the little girl takes her trek, which means journey, she sees animals in the middle of the city. The garbage bags turn into rhinoceroses. The laundry bags seem to be fish and sharks. The girl and her friend pretend they're in a jungle. Finally, they get to school, safe and sound. I'm Caroline Tepper Marlin, And if you want to see some fantastic pictures, get this book. It will make you look at things in a whole new way.
Hi, I'm Kareem. Can you imagine what it'd be like to be 2 inches tall? You'll be smaller than your toothbrush. Well, that's what happens to George, and George shrinks. One day, George dreamed that he shrunk, and he woke up and found it was true. Even though he was small, he still had his chores to do. He had to make a bed thousands of times bigger than him. Did you ever try to brush your teeth with a toothbrush twice your size? The pictures in the book are the best part. They're so funny that you'll pop right out of your seat. This is a very silly story, but it did teach me something, that you never know what to expect when you wake up in the morning. Boy, I can't wait till tomorrow.
You know, what we humans wear tells a lot about who we are and how we feel. But for our friends in the animal kingdom, there's an even better reason to look the way they do. Fashion is a matter of survival. But it's still fun to be like Imogene with antlers or peacock feathers, or like a mummer in a lobster costume. Or like me, ready to sail with a whale of a tail. I'll see you next time. Today's Reading Rainbow books are Imogene's Antlers by David Small, published by Crown Publishers, Incorporated. When Panda Came to Our House by Helen Zane Jensen, published by Dial Books for Young Readers. The Trek by Ann Jonas, published by Green Willow Books. George Shrinks by William Joyce, published by Harper & Row.